Hey YouTube, what's up? Mike's Nice here with a Dragunity deck profile. And no, it's not some bad Dragunity deck. It's actually like a new age Dragunity deck with a Tums. 1 second, I'm gonna get and stuff. It's just a really fast OTK deck that can play a tempo game too, and a control game with like Stardusts and stuff, and just crank out a level 8 synchro every turn like it's made to do. But it can also OTK really quickly, and I'll explain the OTKs after I'm done showing you the deck. So, 3 ducks, your main Dragunity guy. Sorry, it's hard to do with one hand. 3 phalanx, your main tuner guy. And this is only proxy in the deck. It's one Eccles, because I don't have one. What it does is, well, you can look it up. Sorry, but I don't feel like explaining it. And I don't know the exact text, I might say something wrong. 3 Mistletoe, your main OTK guy. Again, sorry for the glare. I'll explain the OTK. I'm trying to get out of the glare. Can't really do that. 2 Darkness Metals. He makes some really cool plays. You can make like a Bouncer and a Stardust with him. Or like, he's good for the OTK. Zephyros, so he's really good for OTK, because if you pitch him with Ravine, you can instantly OTK. Or you can, I'll show you with the other OTKs he enables them. 3 Veilers, staple. 3 Ravine. Main thing of that. 3 Land Ferment, like German. Searches your Ravine. 3 people might think 3 isn't that. But if it's dead, you just pitch it for Ravine. So, and you have to get to Ravine as fast as possible. 2 cards Consonants. Because you can add your phalanxes or Eccles to your hand, or if you just draw them, you can pitch them. 3 MST. Right now I don't like MST in most decks because of Chaos Dragons, but in this deck it's good because you have to make your combo plays and destroy their MST so you can get your Ravine off. And Storm. Mind Control is really good because you can, against a Chaos Dragon matchup, you can mind control their Pulsar and you can OTK them that way. I'll explain that after. Or you could take a Dark Smell, you can most likely OTK them depending on your hand. If you mind control Dark Smell. And against Rabbit, obviously you could take their Logia, so that if they have a back row, you can just swing for game and have a Logia to just back you up to negate their thing. Or a Dulka to play around Gores. So that's really cool too. Foolish, because it can send Zephyros and that can OTK them. Reborn, Avarice. If you don't play the OTK game and you just play a tempo game or the control game with Stardust, you can once you finish your 3 Duxes, that's pretty much the best monsters in your deck, so you can just Avarice them back. And your Vajranas. Book of Moon, Dark Hole, and Solemn, 2 Warnings, 2 Torrentials. There's also, against a Chaos Dragon matchup, which is a big matchup, when you play the control game with Stardusts, I actually have a Stardust on me. You play this control game with Stardust, since you play 3 MSTs. A cool thing you guys can just note down is if you have a Stardust on the field, and let's say they swarm you with like darts, metals, and shit, you can go either if they have the Pulsar, you can MST the Torrential and chain the Torrential, so that way the Pulsar misses timing. Or what you could do, which is really cool, is you could play Torrential and then play MST and target the Torrential and negate the MST with Stardust, so that way your Stardust is safe from the Torrential. And last but not least, you play 1 Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe is in the deck. It might become a Mirror Force or a Deep Prison, but for now it's a Dark Bribe, because Dark Bribe helps you stop their MSTs on your Ravine, because once you pitch for a cost and then they space it, you're already taking the neg1, so why not Dark Bribe it so you can OTK them? Or Dark Bribe, if you're OTKing already, it lets your OTKs go through, so that's really good. So that's the deck, and I'll explain the OTKs. It might be a bit hard with one hand, but I'll do the best I can. I'm sorry. And I don't have the extra deck on me, so again, I'm sorry, but it might be, I'll just use random sleeves. Sorry, just pulling out all the stuff I need for the OTK. So let's just show it. Actually, I'll call it Ackley's too. Just show you. So what you do is you summon ducks. Duck. Oh my god, I hate the glare. Duck special summons phalanx. You treat Phalanx for Mistletoe. Mistletoe equips Phalanx, special summon it again. And from here, you synchro into Gaydurg. Gaydurg is not only gay, but its effect is it can add one either Wing Beast or Dragon Monster level 4 lower to your hand, then you discard a card. So you add Zephyros to your hand, and discard Zephyros. So, there's your field. You overlay. I actually have a Tum on me. So you go into a Tum. You detach the Gaydurg, special summon Darkest Metal. Darkest Metal special summons Gaydurg. Actually, no, sorry, it doesn't special summon Gaydurg. Special summons Phalanx. You bounce Darkest Metal for Zephyros. There's a lot of different ways you can OTK them, but I'll just show you the main one, and then from there you could just vary it by yourself. I think there's about like 10 different OTKs you could do with just these two cards, depending on the field and the situation. But the most common OTK I'm going to show you. There's one where you can just make, what's his name? Force Focus, you want to OTK through Dragunity. And there's one if you want to make Bouncer to OTK through Gores. Although you're not going to OTK them through Gores, but once they drop Gores, you can run over the Gores, so that way they don't keep the Gores, but you're not going to be able to gain them, to my knowledge. There might be a way to OTK through Gores, but no one I've talked to has found it yet, nor have I. And but you can OTK through Dragunity, which is pretty cool. So you synchro these into a Vajrana. Vajrana equips Phalanx, special summon Phalanx. From here you have a Dark Smell in your hand still. This is where stuff starts getting a lot different. There's a lot of different plays you can do. Usually I'll remove the Phalanx. The special summon Dark Smell. Dark Metal special summons Gaydurg. In Gaydurg's effect, you add a Cleese to your hand and discard the Cleese. Then you can overlay these two for a Bouncer, and then you can overlay this into a Guy Charger, that's 8100 damage. Or from here, you can overlay these two, into a Exobeetle. Exobeetle's effect, you put the Cleese on it. Then effects, you send the Cleese and their card, destroy their card with his effect, and then Cleese effect, destroy another card, so that way you pop 2 cards. And from there you can overlay 2 Guy Chargers, and that's 8,000 exactly, and you pop 2 cards to clear their field, so make sure this is going to go through. Or you can make another Tum and keep doing some cool plays, although it's not really going to get you that far, because you make the Tum detach from the Darkest Metal. Pretty much is only if they have another monster and you have to want to run over it or something. So you make second Tum, detach the Darkest Metal, and then bring back the Gaydurg again, and do stuff like that. And this way you can also, if you think they have Gores, you can do this play, so you can search for Ducks and discard another card. And that way, next turn, you can have a resilient play if they have Gores. Like I said, there's a lot of ways. You can also make, instead of Bouncer, you can make Force Focus. Like I said, what he does, you can detach a card during either player's turn, so you can do it during battle phase, it's a quick effect, and make a level 5 or higher monster lose its effect. So your field is going to be the Tum, the Force Focus, and the Dark Smell. And so what you're going to do is overlay a Guy Charger. Attack with Force Focus. If they drop Tragodia, you detach for Force Focus, make it go down to 0 attack, 0 defense. So either way, drop it in defense position, you can attack with Guy Charger as piercing. And since it has 0 defense because of Force Focus, and then attack with this, that's going to be 8100. Or you can, if it's in attack position, it doesn't matter, you can attack with that and attack for this for game. So like I said, there's a lot of different ways to OTK. And there's also different OTKs if you that pretty much end the same mostly, for the most part. There's also bigger OTKs if you have like a Dark Smell in your hand. And then you can OTK through Gores, I'm pretty sure. Or if you have a Reborn or something. And there's plays like, you happen to draw Zephyros, you can pitch it for Ravine, add the Ducks to your hand, summon the Ducks, bring back the Phalanx, bounce Ravine, you bounce Ravine for the Zephyros, make a Vajrana, bring back Phalanx, make another Vajrana, and you're pretty much at the same point with Mistletoe, because now you have two. Actually, no, you make Gaydurg. Sorry, because then you have Gaydurg and level 6, and then Gaydurg. Wait, no. I know you can OTK them. Sorry, but I'll have to figure it out for a second. But I'm pretty sure you can OTK them with just Sephiroth and Dux. But yeah, so that's the deck. Hope you enjoy. It's a really fast OTK deck that can also play a just control game with Stardust. Like, you can just set up a Stardust and then just keep beating down, or if they kill your Stardust, just bring back special on this guy, bring it back, and then it's really good. And then also deck spams Colossal Fighter, and that card's a monster in the Dragon matchup, because if they have Darkness Metal on the field and like something else, you can make Colossal Fighter, hit into the Darkness Metal, it crashes, dies, bring it back, hit over like the Chaos Sorcerer. So it's just a monster in that matchup. And then Thought Ruler's a monster in the Rabbit matchup, because you make Thought Ruler, they can't lance him, so you can run over the their whatever they have without fear of lance, or Deep Prison, which is starting to see a lot of play in that deck. So thanks for watching. If you like the deck, give it a thumbs up. If you guys wanna if you want to see a next format build after the ban list comes out, thumbs it up. And maybe I'll show the side deck as well for the next format one. So thanks for watching. Like I said, have a nice day, and peace.